Brought to you by Gamezy. Win up to rupees 5 crores every day. Download the app now.
It's the penultimate game of this year's IPL, and the Rajasthan Royals take on the Royal Challengers Bangalore in the second qualifier for a place in the final against the Gujarat Titans. So let's get right into it. Let's talk about the budget buys first. Among my budget buys for the Rajasthan Royals, I'm still looking at Yashasvi Jaiswal. Jaiswal had a poor outing in the last game, but before that he was scoring a lot of runs for the Royal side, and I expect him to come good on an Ahmedabad wicket, a fresh pitch again, and I think it'll be good for batting. So Yashasvi Jaiswal is one of my picks. I'm also looking at somebody like Ravichandran Ashwin. Yes, he had an off day with the ball last game around, but you never know what he can do with the bat. And before that, we had seen in the previous games that he was scoring a few runs with the bat as well, crucial runs for his side. So Ravichandran Ashwin is also another option. And then for Royal Challengers Bangalore, last game also, when I was doing the video for the Eliminator, I talked about one player specifically among the budget buys. Who was it? Rajat Patidar. And Rajat Patidar, boss, scored 112 of 54 balls, unbeaten century, and what an amazing knock. Again, you have to have him in your side, because the moment RCB lose that early wicket, always they'll send Rajat Patidar at number 3. So those are my budget buys for this game. Well, among the overseas options for the Rajasthan Royals, I don't see any changes happening. With Oben McCoy bowling the way he did in that penultimate over, kept 16 runs for that final over for Prasidh Krishna to defend. I thought McCoy, after the poor start he had in that last game, came back really well and bowled 2 good overs towards the end. So McCoy should keep his place in the side, and of course, the usual suspects will always be there. Josh Buttler once again was among the runs. Then Shimron Hetmyer will be there, and so will be Trent Bolt. So those are the 4 overseas options for Rajasthan Royals. For Royal Challengers Bangalore, again, don't see any changes happening. Faf du Plessis, Glenn Maxwell, Vanindu Hasaranga and Josh Hazlewood, all 4 will play. Captaincy choices. For Rajasthan Royals, last time around I told you guys that a big knock from Josh Buttler is due, because you saw after the great start he had during the season, it sort of tapered off towards the second half of the IPL. But again, in that qualifier one, he scored more than 80 runs. So definitely Buttler is one of those picks, because it will be a fresh pitch in Ahmedabad. And so will be, by the way, Sanju Samson is also a very good pick for me, because you saw when there's stroke play involved, when the pitch is true with the bounce and not much swing on offer, Sanju Samson, can ride the bounce and hit a lot of good shots. So that's why these 2 definitely my captaincy picks among Rajasthan Royals if you are looking at them. For Royal Challengers Bangalore, I have to say, even though Glenn Maxwell had an off day last time around, I still think with his bat he can do a lot. And the fact is that he might bowl a few overs. If they think that the Ahmedabad wicket can offer any sort of turn, they might look at him. And even because Yashasvi Jaiswal will be batting, and as a lefty, you at times see them open with Maxwell with the first over. It did not happen with Lucknow Super Giants, because Quinton de Kock got out in the very first over. Otherwise, I thought they might have bowled Glenn Maxwell in the power play at least. So he's one option. Then apart from that, you could also look at somebody like a Harshal Patel, because let's be honest, Harshal Patel will bowl at the death, and the way he's been bowling, won them the game. Even though, yes, it was our Rajat Patidar who scored 112 not out, but Harshal Patel bowled an incredible spell. 25 runs from his 4 overs. He only picked up a solitary wicket, but maybe this game, you never know, at the death he can get you 3 or 4 wickets as well. So those are my captaincy picks from both these sides. So in my fantasy 11, I have gone with Yashasvi Jaiswal. There's Josh Buttler, Sanju Samson, there's Virat Kohli. Then I picked Glenn Maxwell, Rajat Patidar, there's Harshal Patel, there's Josh Hazlewood. I've also picked Yuzvendra Chahal, Trent Bolt. And for my 11th guy, I'm not too sure whether to go with Vanindu Hasaranga or Ravichandran Ashwin, and I might, make the selection with my gut feeling just before the toss, or after the toss for that matter. So guys, you can download the Gamezy app through the description below, because I just made my team there, and because you can win up to 5 crore rupees in daily prizes. So what are you waiting for? Download the app right now. because you can make so much money. Thank you for watching.